This is Gwydion's Asshole Podcast!
That's Astral Podcast!
This is Gwydion's Astral Podcast. KW, 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 KW. There's something very, very wrong with the Ouija board. That's refreshing. Much, much better. A character in his proper podcast, for once. Okay, we're gonna need to do some brain surgery. I mean, like Herman's Head style or Inside Out for you earlier fans. Edward? Yeah, you don't have to shout, you know. You share the same body. Where's Pymander? Pymander is all of us. Really? Isn't that just a cop-out? I mean, ever since we created that new podcast, everything's been all fucked up. Really? How so? Well, we got you over here on my podcast on an episode called Oracle Cards with the image of the Black Star record, and you're over here complaining about your job in Burbank and pretending to be me. And then we've got me popping up on the Esoterinerd Podcast talking about David Bowie. And basically, Frater BT has turned into Gwydion. Gwydion has turned into Edward. Pymander has come in and screwed the whole thing up. We flushed 3 episodes down the toilet watching YouTube videos of the Gwydion Podcast. And then, for the triumphant return to actual Gwydion Podcast, you give us, you babbling in a parking lot. Okay, I suppose that's a fair point. I mean, I mostly just did that to hide from, you think that they might listen to a podcast called Edward Reib's Podcast, and you could get away with putting it on the Oracle cards. Yeah, no, I get it. Please don't do that. You said this was my podcast, so let me have it, okay? Okay, so can we talk to Pymander? Can we talk to Frater BT? Can we get everyone in their proper places? Well, I mean, that's a little irregular. I suppose we could try it. Hey, BT! Hey, guys, how's it going? Yeah, well, we wanted to know, what is it that makes you different from him, and him different from me, and all of us different from Pymander? And, I mean, Sonnet 1, obviously. He's like the number 4 in Multiplicity. yeah, Multiplicity, true. I love that movie. But, I don't know. Can we bring Schlenchnunhiemer in here? Oh, no!
Schlenchnunhiemer, va abbandonarmi.
Hi, guys. Get it? Oh, yeah. Oh, he said it. Oh, get it. Yeah. 1992, you stopped using that. No, I think we might have used it in some of the early poetry in that big journal. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's true. Well, what is he gonna do? Do you want to recite some Schlenchnunhiemer poetry? Well, I guess, let me get my old journal. Purple skies, green clouds, pink rain, iridescent river, swallowing my image, only to reveal that which should be what? Stab, 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 as does the acid wind in my heart. The lash from within will kill whatever I need. Skin is off, blood is dry, bones cracked. Why, when I look into her eyes, must I see the reflection of the worst enemy of who he is? Happy, happy, joy, joy. Happy, happy, joy, joy. Stab her, break her, penetrate her, thrust it, force it, indulge it, spray it, splash it, fill it like a chicken. Yeah, okay, we need to get Schlenchnunhiemer out of here. I think there's a reason why we haven't heard from him in a while. Like, we decided at a certain point that if we were ever going to, do anything in the world, I think he's gonna have to go. Bye, Schlenchnunhiemer. Alright, yeah. Okay, yeah, maybe again another time. You can read another poem. Guy gives me the creeps. So there was a fourth voice here. Is that Pymander? Yeah, I decided to manifest myself here. Okay, so we've got Edward. Yeah. Pymander. Here. Frater BT. Ave. Oh, yeah, that's a good way. Now we know. And then me, hosting my podcast. I'm Gwydion. Hi, Gwydion. Yeah, well, okay. So, Edward, give us a paragraph. Go. Hello, I'm Edward. I Uber drive and, next. Okay, Pymander, go. Hello, I'm Pymander. I've incarnated many times into this world. Okay, next. I'm Frater BT. A 5 equals 6 in a traditional Golden Dawn order, and, I left it, and, okay, and I'm Gwydion, and I'm an artist. Okay, so, Edward, tell us about your podcast. Go. My podcast. I just talk. It's kind of boring. Okay, next. Pymander, go. Well, my podcast consists of all of your podcasts and also the Sonnet 1 podcast. Plus, there's kind of a lack of a yogi persona here. Which one of us is the yogi? Oh, that's a good question. I don't know. Edward, are you a yogi? Well, I think it would be presumptuous of me to call myself a yogi. That term is thrown around in in yoga class settings. People call each other a yogi. I do my best to embody the principles of yoga, the yamas and the niyamas in my life. Well, I do my best. Okay. So that's to be a yogi, right? Yeah, that's to be a yogi. I interview people who teach yoga and about yoga, and basically it's about yoga. Okay, so Edward is the host of the Yogi Podcast, not Pymander, not Frater BT, not Gwydion. Are we all in agreement? Yes. Okay, sure, okay. Yeah. So next, Pymander, what do you do? Well, you could say I'm the neocortex. Cool, so can we call you Neo? Well, I'd rather you didn't. You can call me Pomander. Pomander, what's that? Well, in the divine Pymander of Hermes, Pomander is the name that Hermes gives to the Evermind of the universe, which is speaking back to him when he's asking questions. I would equate that to the neocortex of the brain. So who does that make me? Well, the hypothalamus and the amygdalas. Not sure I buy that. I don't think you know very much about the brain. Well, I have a lot to learn, yes. Okay, what do you do? Okay, so the Pymander podcast, as you said, it's the podcast that combines all of the other podcasts into one podcast. Okay. And ordinarily, you're not actually a person? Well, I'm supposed to be the synthesis of all of you guys. You see, you divide it up into 3 people, which is kind of crazy. So I'm trying to make it better by uniting into one person, so that I can be Edward and Gwydion and Frater BT all at the same time. That's why you find pieces of Gwydion popping up in the Esoterinerd Podcast and pieces of Edward popping up in the Gwydion Podcast. Oh, so you admit you're the one who fucked everything up. If you want to call it fucking everything up, yes. I stirred the pot a bit. Things were getting stale. I wanted to interject a few new elements here. Oh, okay, I can get behind that. So, BT, what do you do? 10 seconds or less. I try to get interesting subjects on there, Golden Dawn and other things. Scientology is kind of, an edgy thing to talk about around the edge of, and, Okay, so that leaves me. What do I do?